My dear students, I welcome you all for commerce class. Hope you are doing good. We'll move on with the next part under chapter 15, recent trends in marketing. I believe that you are thorough with the part 1 under this chapter. So we'll move on with the next topic in this chapter, that is e-tailing. E-tailing, how this word was formed. This short simple word was taken from electronic retailing. When this electronic retailing put together, it was termed as e-tailing. This may be new one to you, but the simple meaning of this is selling of retail goods on the internet is termed as e-tailing. It refers to what? Selling of goods and services through a shopping website, that is through virtual store to the ultimate customer, just as a physical store displays its products in windows and attracts the customers towards it. The shopping website displays the images of the products and highlights features and benefits along with the attractive offers, and also lures the consumer to buy the product. What is meant by lures? That is to persuade the consumers to buy the product. Here are the top e-tailers in the marketing field, students. Please take a look of it. As you know, you have so many times would have bought from these top e-retailers, like Amazon, eBay, Snapdeal, Myntra, Naptol, Rediff.com. So these are the top e-tailers, those who provide the products through websites, through internet. So the customers, what they do is they buy the product by paying through credit card or other methods mentioned at the shopping website. The customer also receives the product at the preferred address through courier service in turn after ordering for the products. This e-tailing is a transaction model that may be even told as business to consumer, that is B2C, means business carried on for only consumers. Online retailing. Next, we'll move on with green marketing. Green marketing implies marketing environmental friendly products. Green marketing involves developing and promoting products and services which satisfy consumer wants and needs for quality, performance, affordable pricing, and convenience, all without causing a detrimental impact on the environment. The main objective of this green marketing is to provide eco-friendly products to the consumers, instead avoiding harmful products to the consumers. It is also known as ecological marketing, eco-friendly marketing, and sustainable marketing. The consumers started to recognize the companies which are trying to harm the environment and those companies which are trying to save the environment. Next marketing is social marketing. Social marketing is a new marketing tool which helps the society to be saved. It is a systematic application of marketing philosophy and techniques to achieve specific behavioral goals which ensures social good. This marketing provides the good habits and it insists the good patterns of the consumer behaviors that can be achieved in this day-to-day activities of the life. Example, this may include asking people not to smoke in public areas. These are the good ways this marketing provides. Asking them to wear seat belts or persuading them to follow speed limits. So these are the major marketing events that has to be taken place in the society in order for the social good. The primary aim of social marketing is the social good, such as anti-tobacco, anti-drug, anti-pollution, anti-dowry, road safety, protection of girl child, against the use of plastic bags. Social marketing promotes these above activities in order to protect the society and protect the nature. Next, we'll move on with rural marketing. Rural marketing is done in the rural areas. Rural marketing is a process of developing, pricing, promoting, and distributing rural specific goods and services, leading to direct exchange with rural customers. So, since it is taken place in the rural areas, the marketing is done to the rural customers in order to satisfy the needs and wants of the customers. So, rural marketing has got a lot of untapped potential improvement in infrastructure. So, here rural marketing is now a two-way marketing process. Two-way marketing process, that means the inflow of the products into rural markets for production or consumption, and there is also outflow of products to urban areas. Inflow from urban areas and outflow to urban areas. The urban to rural flow consists of agricultural inputs like fast moving consumer goods such as soaps, detergents, cosmetics, textiles, etc. So, same way, the rural to urban flow consists of agricultural produce such as rice, wheat, sugar, and cotton, etc. There is also movement of rural products within rural areas for consumption. It means sometimes the goods produced in the rural areas will be left out and sold out to the customers in the rural areas itself. Next, we'll move on with service marketing. Service marketing means marketing which is carried on only for service activity. The service is an activity or benefit that one party can offer to another, which is essentially intangible. Intangible means it is not seen and which does not result in the ownership of anything like business and professional services, insurance, legal service, medical service, etc. Here, marketing is done only to provide services. So, service marketing denotes the processing of selling service goods like telecommunication, banking, insurance, car rentals, healthcare, tourism, professional services, repairs, etc. Suppose if you want to pay insurance for your bikes or for your cars in your family, if your father want to pay EB bills, so this is the service which is carried on through this marketing. So through way of internet you can pay your bills, you can pay your insurance premium, etc. This way this service marketing helps the consumers to make their services fulfill without wasting their time and energy. Here service is provided without any intermediary. Next, we'll move on with commodity exchanges. Here, in case of commodity exchanges, only the person who can enter into contract will agree to exchange the commodities. So, such commodities like when organized in the regulated market, it will be transacted. So, that facilitates the purchase and sale of contracts whose values are tied to price of the commodities. Example, crude oil, natural gas, copper and gold. Typically, the buyers of these contracts agree to accept the delivery of a commodity and the sellers agree to deliver the commodity. Next, we'll move on with niche marketing. Niche marketing is a new word for us. So, what is meant by niche marketing? You may wonder. So, niche marketing denotes a strategy of directing all marketing efforts towards one well-defined segment of the population. What this niche market does? This market identifies the need of customers which are not served or underserved by the competitors. So, it will identify the customers are not served and it will promote what the customers is in need of. The company which identified niche market develops solution to satisfy the needs of the customers in the niche market. So, the niche market does not mean a small market, but it involves specific target audience with a specialized offering. It also aims at being a big fish in a small pond instead of being a small fish in a big pond. For example, take a cinema hall or a cricket ground. All cannot purchase a ticket to watch the movie or cricket. So, the sports channels like Star Sports, ESPN, Star Cricket, and Fox Sports target the niche market of sports enthusiasts. So, this niche market provide everything in a compact way in order for satisfying the customers. Next, we'll move on with viral marketing. Viral marketing is a marketing technique that impels the users to pass on the marketing message to other users, creating a potentially exponential growth in the message's visibility and effect. That is, passing the messages what is known from one person to other person. So, this message passing is termed as viral marketing. Messenger message and the environment are vital element of passing the message and spreading the message widely across various distance. To Hotmail company owned by Microsoft promote the services and advertisement message instantly. The most widespread example in recent times is the creation of moving surprising or spectacular videos on YouTube, which are then shared on Facebook, Twitter, and other channels. So, by this way of YouTube, the message is passed through others. Next, we'll move on with ambush marketing. Ambush marketing technique is a new technique whereby a particular advertiser seeks to connect his product to the event in the mind of potential consumer without paying sponsoring expenses to the event. It means the person who is sponsored for an event, who has met expenses for an event, will be different, and the person who's enjoying it and who's marketing the products by way of another person's sponsor will be different. For example, X has sponsored a football event to promote his brand. Every time camera zooms on reference, a group of people sitting on the bench wearing Y company brand name imposed shirt comes into focuses. In this case, Y company promote its brands at X company's expenses. Bigger companies engage in ambush marketing tactics to undermine official event sponsors. Here is a picture of how ambush marketing is being carried on. Next, we'll move on with guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing refers to the marketing done by the company when it is a small company or when the company does not have sufficient budget for marketing. So, in this case, a company can surprise or impress the consumers in different ways with a limited budget what they have. They can use the clever signs and posters in a tactics manner used to attract the customers, and this marketing is termed as guerrilla marketing. Sometimes you would have noticed that a painting is done on the road for attracting the customers by way of giving advertisement. It is also termed as unusual things that a marketer can do to attract the consumers to sell his products is termed as guerrilla marketing. It is different from the traditional marketing. Let me suggest an example of guerrilla marketing. See students, this is the example of guerrilla marketing where in an aeroplane a poster is posted about the movie Kabali, the time of its release. So this is termed as guerrilla marketing. Here different tactics way is used in order to market the particular movie, or you can even market a particular product or commodity as the wish of the marketer. Next, we'll move on with multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing simply means MLM. It is using different strategy wherein it directs sales companies encouraging its existing distributors to recruit new distributors to facilitate the sale of goods and services. Here, the distributor is compensated not only for the sales generated by him but also gets a percentage on sales revenue of the other distributor he recruits. Here, the salesman or distributor not only sells the products but also encourages others to join the company. The recruiters are also called as the participants downline or distributors downline. Example, Tupperware, Amway are the direct sales companies use multi-level marketing. The multi-level marketing is also called as network marketing. For example, A sells to B a product. In these sales, A gets commission on sale to B, who in turn sells to C, D and E. Here, even though B sells to C, D and E, A gets certain percentage commission on B sales to C, D and E. Next, we'll move on with referral marketing. Referral marketing is a method of promoting products or services to new customers through referrals. Suppose for example, if I buy a product of a company and if I am using that for 1 year and if it is good for me and it's the best product, means what I'll do, I will refer about the products to others I know. Same way, this marketing is carried on in such a way by spreading the word about the product or services through existing customers of business enterprises rather than through traditional advertising. Word of mouth marketing is termed as referral marketing, which means it occurs when others tell each other about a business that it is best business, that it is a good business. So it is called as a referral marketing. By telling to others the others come to know about the marketing and the business of a company or a person. Next, we'll move on with content marketing. Content marketing is said to be the heart of communicating with customers without selling. Only through way of writing a content about the products and services, it is presented to the target market and also the customers for making know about the products. Students, with this we come to the end of this chapter, students. So once again we'll see a recap of what all we saw today. We saw about e-tailing, green marketing, social marketing, rural marketing, service marketing, commodity exchanges, niche marketing, viral marketing, ambush marketing, guerrilla marketing, multi-level marketing, referral marketing and content marketing. Thank you, students.